Well, it's noontime with Robert and Elizabeth. Pull up a chair, y'all, don't you miss it. Down in the South where the stories fly, they're serving hot takes and apple pie. Robert's got that Hank Hill sound. Straight shooter with his feet on the ground. Elizabeth's teaching life like a pro, with a heart full of truth and a mind that knows. They're gonna talk about God, gonna talk about the news, with a Bible in hand and a patriot view. Laugh a little, learn a lot, it's a Southern fried vibe. So grab your sweet tea, y'all enjoy the ride. It's noontime with Robert and Elizabeth. Southern fried protest, you don't want to miss it. From the classroom to the front porch swing, they break it down on every little thing. Faith and freedom, school and state, spoken with love, never with hate. Robert's voice like propane and peace. Elizabeth keeps the lessons in reach. It's real talk with a gospel twist, a podcast blessing you can't resist. They're gonna talk about God, gonna talk about the news, with a Bible in hand and a patriotic view. Laugh a little, learn a lot, it's a Southern fried vibe. So grab your sweet tea, y'all enjoy the ride. It's noontime with Robert and Elizabeth. Southern fried protest, you don't want to miss it.
Well, good lunchtime to everybody out there. I hope you're having a great day so far. Miss Elizabeth's teaching today. So it's just me and you, and let's just get right on into it. We're gonna play our national anthem, because we do that every day here on this show. And it's important, I think, to listen to, hear it at least once a day. So here we go. All right, we got us a great old big national anthem done today. Gonna hit the weather for northwest and southwest Georgia real quick. We're gonna start off down here in Colquitt, GA. We had it for a high today of 79 and a low of 44. Tomorrow is supposed to be 80 and 43. A little breezy, not bad. It don't look like we've got no rain in the forecast for a while. Looks like it's going to be cloudy some. Next Wednesday looks like our first real shot at rain. So I can keep it for a little while. I wouldn't mind going down. It's supposed to be a little cooler this weekend, but I don't think I'd mind a trip down to Panama City. Oh, let's hit Miss Elizabeth's neck of the woods up there in Cohutta, Georgia. The high today is 61. My good, right now it's 61. I'm on the wrong thing there. Let me fix that. Feel it's 61 degrees up there. Now it's a bit chilly. Good for a high of 70 degrees. That's nice and cool. The low was 40 this morning. Tomorrow you head to 74 with a low of 42. A little breezier up there than down here. Looks like Friday you're heading to a high of 68 and a low of 44. We'll cover the weekend on Friday. Looks like we've got a chance of rain moving in up there. Y'all have got it this year. And if you're somewhere in the middle of Georgia, you're probably somewhere between those two. So, glad everybody's tuning in today. I can see there's a few people out there. Here they come. I started just a minute or two early, and everybody's starting to pile in now. All right. On the morning show this morning, we talked about a couple of silly things that's going on right now. And of course, they have updated the news since then. So, Jen Psaki or whatever her name is, the former Biden news person that got replaced. She's talking about the J.D. Vance is actually scared. It's talking he's scarier than Donald Trump is, and worse than Hitler, and suggested that his wife is afraid of him, and all this other stuff. You know, you don't have a real message to put out there, so you lie. You just lie. You just make stuff up, throw it out there, see if it sticks to the wall. And there's so many media personnel out there doing that in this day and age, and they're so practiced at it. I think they actually convinced themselves of a lot of this nonsense before it ever even goes out. You know, so yeah, what a loser. I think it's pretty evident, you know, J.D. Vance is his own person, and they're trying to make it out like he's abusing her and everything, and that's just, come on. With no proof, no allegations, no nothing. Let's just, you know, lie. And I hope they start holding them accountable. They really, really, really need to do that. And, you know, there's just so much silliness going on in this day and age. You know, it's just, you know, they got a multi-layered issue going on. We talked about it a little bit this morning about bringing in Argentinian beef into this country. All right, beef prices are through the roof, and we all know that. It's just not a little problem. It's a big problem, and it's all over the country. I want to buy American beef. That's what I will buy is American beef. But we got to help our ranchers out. These guys that are raising cattle and stuff, we've tied their hands in so many ways, and they're not getting paid any more money for their cattle. No, but other fees and stuff like that, and they're just, and taxes and everything else, we're running them out of business. We don't have any small ranchers anymore, hardly. They've all been run out. And now we got these big boss guys, and they're going to charge whatever they want to charge because they can. And it's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. And they'll cite every excuse that they can to keep those prices up. And I'm not talking about the grocery stores. Grocery stores got to make a profit too, or else we're not going to have a way. And that's, you know, the way capitalism works. Well, there's so many regulations on everything. It has to do with agriculture right now. It's getting to the point to where the farmers just can't make a go of it. And that includes ranchers, and that's silly. And I hate to see it, but truth, that's where we're at, folks. That is where we're at. So, and God bless our farmers. And y'all are bringing in harvest right now. Down here, they're picking peanuts and everything and getting ready on cotton and all this stuff. Y'all are working a lot of hours, and y'all stay safe, because when you work that many hours in a day, you tend to get careless eventually. Don't do it. Don't you take no chances. Y'all stay safe out there. We want all of y'all to come in uh, safe at the end of the year with a great big old harvest. You know, uh, that was the other big story that we covered this morning. Really, truly, there's not a whole lot of news today. And to be perfectly honest, I am sore and I am struggling a bit this morning. And I want to touch on one more story, kind of an update thing. And then we're gonna say a prayer and I'm gonna get off here. Uh, North Carolina man recounts shooting after Trump banner is torn from his mother's yard. Some people just snap. This guy was from Georgia. He was from Georgia, and he was driving by this guy's yard and house, saw the Trump banner up there, just snapped, slammed on the brakes, jumped out with a face mask on, ripped the sign off. The guy in the house didn't know what was going on. He's a Second Amendment supporter, jumped out with his gun and opened fire. Actually, fired shots in the air, just to run them off. And this guy jumped back in his car and started shooting through the sunroof. And they've got video of this thing, of him ripping the sign down and stuff. But he fired several shots into the house, the guy's house, including, hitting the refrigerator and everything else. They got the guy. He was arrested on September 30th and extradited to North Carolina, where he faces charges including felony assault with a deadly weapon with attempt to kill or inflict serious injury, discharging a firearm within an enclosure to incite fear, and willful and wanton injury to personal property. People get crazy. And, everybody said, and the left says it's the right says it's the left. Hey there, chick bait. But, it's hard to figure out just who is who and what is what. So, it's going to be what it's going to be. People are crazy in this day and age. So, I mean, absolutely crazy. All right. Well, guys, it's a short show today. Not a whole lot going on. I am beat up and hurting, and I'm just going to take some meds and I'm going to lay down. But I wanted to get my show in today. Y'all have a great and wonderful rest of the day, and y'all be blessed. Get through this hump day. We will see you tonight on Hump Day Views, followed by Hump Day Event, which is a Rumble only exclusive. If y'all don't have Rumble, please get it. It's free speech. Okay. You're not censored by Rumble. And some shows may not let you come on there and curse and stuff like that. We wouldn't be happy about too much of that. It will tell you and warn you repeatedly. And hopefully you'll get the message. If not, we won't kick you off, but we will mute you. But, or if you want to spread hate content, we don't put up with that. But that's our choice. And we don't put up with that here on the show. So, hey, Jake. So y'all have a great and wonderful day. Get through this hump day. Let's say a prayer real quick. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for the many blessings that you pile upon us, many of them that we don't even realize. We ask you to be with our teachers and our children this year as they're going through the school. Keep them all safe. Be with our farmers as they're bringing in their harvest. Keep them safe as well. And please, Lord, bless them with a bountiful harvest this year. We ask you to be with anybody that's struggling with sickness, be it in the body or mind or emotional. Be with them. Wrap your hands of love around them and healing around them. And God bless America and everybody here. Let everybody turn their eyes onto you, Lord. And we ask you for all and thank you for all in Jesus' precious name. Amen. All right, guys. Get into a good day, and I will see you tonight on Hump Day Views, followed by Hump Day Event on Rumble. Y'all have a great, great day.
So whether you're driving or home on break, tune in at 12, it's your midday escape. They speak the truth in a world gone wild with a teacher's grace and a good old boy smile. They're gonna talk about God, gonna talk about the news with a Bible in hand and a patriotic view. Laugh a little, learn a lot, it's a Southern Fried Vibe. So grab